Hey guys, so I'm back with another video today. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get started. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to bling out this Mickey Mouse tumbler lid. Yes, it is a Mickey Mouse and it is compatible with the Starbucks Venti cup. I already showed you guys how to do the Minnie Mouse one on another video. I'll link it for you guys right here in the right hand corner. So there is a difference, as you can see, no bow. So we are going to be doing the Mickey Mouse lid today. So as you know already, and I've showed you guys multiple times, you have to file down your surface so all the rhinestones can nicely stick on to your item. So that's how we're going to begin. So like I always tell you guys, you only want to file down the sections that you are going to bedazzle. What you're not going to bedazzle or bling out, just leave it alone. So this is how it looks after I am done filing it down. Clean it up with some alcohol. So take off all that dust. And then we're going to begin blinging out the bottom rim, going around. I do want the rhinestones to be closer to the edge because they are going to be more rhinestones being placed around the dome part of the lid. And you don't want those rhinestones bumping into each other. So that's why you see me doing it really close to the edge of the lid. So you're going to go all around. I am using AB rhinestones size SS20 to go all around. So you can go ahead and do that, go all the way around. Like I said, keep them away from the dome because you don't want the rhinestones bumping into each other. And it'll just save you more time, you know, avoiding that bumping and then you having to remove rhinestones because they're not going to fit properly. So I'm going all the way around. Double check, you know, all the rhinestones every once in a while are placed exactly how you want them. So I am just about done right here. And as you can see, I came into a little problem. You see that little gap? Yeah, I don't want that gap. So what I did was double check all the rhinestones, leave a little tiny space. I am using epoxy. 30-minute epoxy gives me lots of time to work with it. So that's why I was able to go back and fix those rhinestones. And look, you can't even tell the gap. It works nice and perfect because I don't want to use a 16 or a smaller size. I want them all to be 20 and look nice and neat. So there you go, that's what I did. So I am done with this part of the lid. Now I am moving on to the ears. I'm going to do the edge of the ears. I am using a size 16, not a 20 because the 20 would be too big. And like I always tell you, you don't want the rhinestones to be bigger than the section that you're doing because that will cause for them to pop off and you don't want that. So I'm going around the edge with a 16. So just follow on through while I'm finishing up the edge of the ears. So I am done with the ears, the edge of the ears. This is how it's looking so far, okay? I already did the bottom edge, I did the edge of the ears, and now I'm gonna begin doing the dome part of the lid. So we're gonna begin doing the first bottom line, going around placing the size SS20 rhinestones around the bottom of the lid, nice and neat, close together, not bumping into each other, just close together. Going around, I am only doing the half of the lid at a time. I'm not going all the way around. I am only doing the half of the lid. I'm gonna stop right there where the ear ends. You saw where I stopped? Right there. I'm doing half of it and then I will be moving on to the other side of the ear. So I am going around. It does give an illusion that I am doing honeycomb, but honestly I'm not. I'm going and putting them wherever they fall. I'm not looking for perfection because since it is a curved item, the lid is dome, it will give that illusion that I am doing honeycomb even though I'm not. So I'm just placing them as they come. So like I said, I am not doing honeycomb. Yes, it's gonna give that illusion, and I'll show you guys at the end how it does look like honeycomb, but I'm not. I'm just putting them as they fall. If you do want to do a honeycomb and you're a perfectionist, you can fill in your gaps with a size 16. But I'm not, so I'm just going and putting them as they fall. So I'm gonna go all around, keep filling it in until I get to the edge of the ears, and I'll show you guys what to do then. So right here you can see I am at the beginning of the edge of the ear, and I have a tiny little gap. So what am I gonna do? Fill it in with a 16. You see the gap above that? It's not big enough for me to fit a 16 or anything like that. So I'm gonna leave it alone. This one I can fill in with a 16. But the other gap, like I was telling you guys, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna bother me because I do have to put more rhinestones on the ears, and you don't want those bumping into the rhinestones that are on the dome part. Okay, so just leave it alone. Don't mess with it. You won't even notice it once you start putting rhinestones on the ear. So now what you can do is zigzag. Now that you're on the ear, zigzag in case you have to fill it in. It's not noticeable, So zigzag until you get to the other end of the ear. So I made it to the end of the ear. So now leave it like this. Don't touch it anymore and move on to the other side of the dome. So we're going to start off with the bottom line. Nice and neat. Make sure your rhinestones are placed close together, not overlapping. And keep doing it until you get to the straw, the little hole where the straw goes in. And I'll show you guys what to do there. So now I am at the line that's gonna hit the hole for the straw, and I am filling it in with size SS10 rhinestones. I don't want any rhinestones that are gonna overlap and hit the straw entry, because then your straw's not gonna be able to come in through the hole. So you need to make sure there's no overlapping going on. So what you can do here is start off from the hole to the end of the ears. So if you have to do fill-ins, it will be at the edge where it's gonna be not noticeable because you're gonna place more rhinestones on the actual ears. So it's not gonna be noticeable when you do the fill-ins. Or you can do it the opposite way and start from the ear in, but there's gonna be more fill-ins and you're gonna need more different sizes. So right here I actually moved one of the SS10 to make it more of a straight line, and I just kept going, filling it in with the SS20. Okay, SS20, that's what I'm using for the dome. Filling in my gaps and moving on. So now I am done with going around the hole for the straw, and I can keep going one line at a time, making sure everything's nice and neat. So I am at the end of the ear, and I have the little hole in the middle to fill in and to blend in both sides of the dome. Okay guys, so what had happened was, let me explain it to you guys. I was recording and it was off frame. So I did the middle part of the dome and I did not record it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys. But I am gonna explain it to you guys, okay? Look at it and I'm gonna guide you through it, okay? So once again, I am so sorry guys, like for real, I'm so sorry. So I didn't want to leave you guys like that. So I went on ahead and drew it out for you guys so you knew exactly what I did. So I told you guys to leave that middle part empty until it was time to merge in both sides of the dome. So what I did was just go around in circles, do one circle at a time, and then there was a little gap in the middle which I filled in with 2 SS20s and 2 SS16. So the SS16 are the blue ones and everything else is SS20. That's all I did. Screenshot it or whatever you want to do, go back so you can see exactly how it is when you do yours. So this is how it came out. So once again, I am so sorry guys, like it was so off frame. There was no point in me showing you anything of that clip, so that's why I drew it out for you guys. So this is a real lid so you can see it. So now it's time to move on to the ears. So I'm gonna begin by doing the first line. I am doing one line at a time when it comes to the ears because it is so easy to mess up a line when it is curved. So that's why I'm doing one line at a time and moving my way to the middle. So remember guys, always double check your rhinestones. Make sure everything's being placed exactly where you want it to be. Double check your work. So I am using epoxy. I don't know if I said it before in the video, but I am using epoxy. I love to use epoxy for items that I know I'm going to be washing all the time, that I'm gonna use a lot, like a lid. So that's what I use, my preference. You guys should try it out. I highly recommend it instead of just regular glue. Just a little tip. So I am just about done with this side of the ear. I did use all SS20s. I did not need extra rhinestones. All SS20 to fill in the ears. You can see the pattern. And then I'm gonna move on to the other side of the ear. I put my hand behind my ear so you guys could see the pattern better. And a little quick tip, since you already did one side, you can use that side as a guide to know exactly where each rhinestone goes. And you can do that for both ears. So I went on ahead and did the other ear also. So now that I am done with the ears and double checked everything, it's time to move on to the last part of the lid, which is the outer rim. So I did use SS10 for this. A 12 would have fit, but I like the little detail it gives. I mean, when you put smaller rhinestones into an item, into a project, it just shows how much effort you put into it. I did use the SS10 like I said. So I went on around and did that. And that's it. That's completely it. That's everything we need to go over for the Mickey Mouse lid. This is the final result. This is how it looks. Super cute. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you can apply it to when you bling out your Mickey Mouse ear lid. I also have the video for the Minnie Mouse ear lids. If you want to check that out, I show you guys how to do it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.